setup here. So you guys can see that overall we are in a bearish trend. Okay, so first things first, you want to establish the overall trend. Okay, now the second thing you want to do is you want to be able to identify the market structure. So you guys can see, so let me just quickly do this. Okay, so you guys can see that we see price is descending. We are in a bearish trend. Now we want to look for is market structure. And if we were to just zoom into price here, you can see we have our lower high right here, our lower low. We can even go on the line chart to make it easier. And then we have this lower high, our lower low. And then you want to come back, and then you guys can see we are in a bearish trend, overall bearish market. We have our nice bearish structure. Now we want to do is want to look for our entry position. So entry can be there's many different ways you can look for that entry. The time frame on this is daily. You guys can't really see this is the daily time frame. Now for the entry, you just want to look for a key level in the market. So if I were to go back on the line chart, you can see there's a lot of like spikes and a lot of like troughs and highs. What you want to just do is you want to just get your resistance tool, your rectangle tool. And you want to look for a nice level of resistance or support. And you can see that there's a nice level right here, somewhere around this level. Or we can even push it up higher. So I'm looking at right here, we have this touch, this one, and then we have this bottom one right here, and then we have a breakout. Okay, now if we were to come back, we can just adjust it so we have nice level of resistance here being formed. Look how perfect that is. Okay, so what we would like to see, obviously knowing that we are now in a retracement phase, is we want to see price push towards the upside. We would want to see a price come back into this level of resistance, because this could be our extra confluence to enter that short. Now another confluence we can add is this fib tool. So from the high down to the low, and you can see that the 71%, which is a fib retracement, lines up perfectly with this level of resistance. So we could just see price push into this level, reject, and then look for that sell opportunity. And now this setup is for my swing traders, okay? The ones that follow me who are swing traders. For my intraday traders, or not really scalpers, but intraday, we can zoom in on the 4-hour time frame. So now we're on the 4-hour. I don't know if you guys can see that, but 4-hour time frame. And now that we've established that we are in a retracement phase, we're going to be looking for a push towards the upside. Now on the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we have a nice inverted head and shoulders. Okay, we have that left shoulder, our head, and our right shoulder. And obviously with that, we would also have a neckline. So looking at this level, right, we can see that price just moving sideways and stuck between this neckline and this bottom level of support at the bottom, bottom level of support. Now, very simply put, for my intraday traders, is you want to just wait for price to come up and break this level towards the upside. Now, an interesting side note is you don't want to be looking for buy opportunities down here, because you could easily see price break and continue to push down. But you want to just focus on the break over here. And once you have this break, you want to look for the next level of resistance. Now we have this point in the market where we saw a huge bullish push towards the upside, but it was at this point where price actually happened to find that bearish momentum again. So you want to just establish this nice level of resistance here. Okay, so we have this point, then we have this level of resistance, and then now, simply put, you want to just wait for price to break towards the upside. Let me just take out my arrow tool. So break, retest. Your entry is going to be right here, and your take profit is going to be at this next level of resistance. Now this is for my intraday. I want to stress this. It's for my intraday traders. And obviously, it's always not a smart idea to be buying into a downtrend. But for my short-term traders, it's acceptable. Okay, so you want to just make sure you have a nice suitable risk-reward ratio. You can make it a nice 1 to 3 just to respect your stop loss a bit. So this would be a 17 pip risk with a 50 pip gain, giving you a nice 1 to 3 risk-reward ratio. Okay, so this is our nice intraday position. However, the big bucks is going to be at our this level right here. is going to be our day trade, swing trade position. So what we want to do here is, let me just quickly delete. Okay, let's draw on that level of resistance once again. So what you want to do is you want to just wait for price to come back up into this level, wait for that rejection, and then have price push towards the downside. Now there is a nice key level for USDCAD around this level, so 1.3. Oops. So 1.3 is a nice key level for USDCAD. So you guys can see 1.3. So what you want to do is you want to wait for price to come back up into this level, reject, and then enter that sell position, aiming for 1.3 being that next key level. Now keep in mind, it's not a guarantee that price will reach this level, but if price were to reach this level, it would give you 2 extra confluences to enter this trade. And if you have, the more confluences you have, the higher the probability of the trade playing out. So if price can reach this level, it'd be a nice trade towards the downside, and this could be a nice 1 to 7 risk reward. So we'd be almost 250 pips for those who like to calculate in pips, but this could be a nice 1 to 7 risk reward ratio, and it would be acceptable. Okay, so 1 to 7, a 1 to 7 risk reward ratio, and this would be a 14% gain for those who are doing 2% per risk per trade. Now I have this more explanation in depth in my video analysis, which I'll be uploading right after this live to my Telegram. So if you're not in my Telegram, just click the link in my bio. You have this setup, which I'll be explaining, the intraday and the day trade. Then you have this setup as well, the Euro odd. You have this setup as well, which I explained in my video analysis. Okay, and then we have our GA trade here as well. Okay, and we have this trade. So I explained all 3 of these in my video analysis. So if you're not in it, just click the link in my bio, and I hope to see you guys in there.